And we are live. What's up, Kevin?
Hello, my ninjas. How are you?
How is everybody tonight?
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay. Hanging in there.
Yeah.
Medicine's got me bleh, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good on my end.
That's good.
One day at a time.
That's it.
That's
That's all we can do. You're right.
I mean, why worry about the future when it hasn't happened yet?
That's it.
Why worry about the past when there's nothing you can do about it anyway?
Worry about the present that's in your real time right now.
Worry about the now. So that's about it. So thank you, Squatchaholic, for coming in with them steel toe boots.
Hi, Typical. How are you? Hello, lady. D.
Yeah, we got Typical Watch, Lady in the Woods, Mopar Bill.
Murray.
We got Murray F. That's right.
I'm doing okay, Murray. Hanging in there. Taking one day at a time with God's blessing as you wake up and open your eyes and you get up out of that bed,
There's the infamous Max Powers. Max is actually out and about in the real world now.
Oh,
so
really?
hopefully we'll see something coming from him soon.
Lori. Hi, Lori. Hey, Pat. What you doing?
Blue-eyed Northern. How you doing? All right. So, what do we talk about?
I don't know.
Well, we're a Bigfoot channel. We're a Bigfoot channel.
Let's talk about Bigfoot.
Let's talk about Bigfoot, right?
Let's talk about the Bigfoot.
So, hey, let's talk about the possibility of what might be coming in early March.
Ooh, yeah. You started off. You the one who made it happen.
I don't know I came across a really good movie. It's actually categorized as a horror movie. But it's very well put together. That movie is called Exists. And I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. The entire movie. And it was literally like the last 15 minutes that brought everything together and just blew my mind. There was a lot going on in this movie, and there was a lot of research done to do this movie. And I actually contacted the writer, Jamie Nash, the writer of the movie Exists. And hopefully, in early March, we're going to have him on the podcast to talk about that movie. So, if you haven't seen the movie Exists, do it. Absolutely watch it. It's incredible. You can find it free on YouTube with commercials, of course. No big deal. It's just like watching a movie on TV, but
yeah, that's epic.
A plus. And it's like I said, it portrays them throughout the movie in a light that we don't like to see, but the end of it brings it together, and it's absolutely incredible. So go check out the movie Exists, and hopefully sometime in early March, Mr. Jamie Nash can narrow down a date for me. We're going to have him on the podcast to talk about that movie. Absolutely incredible. So,
I'm trying to find a screenshot of the Bigfoot that I took, but I can't find
Bigfoot, Michigan Rob. How you doing, buddy? We got Pam in here now.
What's up, Pam? We got
Isu Kelp. Must be from a foreign country that I have no hope and understanding, but thank you for being here anyway. Yeah. And I believe, I don't know how many of you saw Lewis's excuse me, post a few weeks back about mid-March. I think this one will be to celebrate our 1-year podcast anniversary.
woohoo!
Yep, 1 year, all freaking ready, man. How time flies when you're having fun with Bigfoot, right? We're gonna have Cliff Barackman on, one of the wonderful people on several TV appearances, and we'll see what he's been up to lately.
What's up, TFB? How you doing?
Max, what do you mean? What network are you talking about? The movie exists? If you're talking about the movie exists, you can actually find it on YouTube. They have one you can rent that doesn't have any commercials, and then they have one for free that has commercials throughout it.
Tubi. On Tubi.
So, Ken M, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Ken? Why won't this phone let me look?
Yeah, go check out The Movie Exists. And again, keep an open mind because the last 15 minutes of that movie will bring it all together and explain a lot. So, and I have to agree with that movie. I absolutely have to agree. And Christy's getting some weird looks over here.
Well, I'm trying to pull up the Bigfoot that I found. Exists Bigfoot. I found it on images, but I can't. It's not letting me want to pull it up for some reason. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, there he is.
You know what? You're on Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Your biggest device is going to soak up most of that Wi-Fi, and the smaller ones are going to kind of lag.
That's him.
Yep. Yep. Let's see the one that can you find the one that you sent me? The face shot. That was
the best one. Wait, let me see. Did I send it to you on Messenger or
you sent it to me text?
Text? Okay, yeah, that would be better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That would be cool if Jamie could hook us up with the person that played that Bigfoot, because I gotta say, absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, from the costuming to the way it moved, the way it the way it acted, absolutely incredible. There you go. There's the big bed piece we're talking about right there.
That's a good Sasquatch.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, from the looks of the costuming, that was a high budget film. For sure. I mean, I'm hoping that a lot of research went into that movie before they even picked up a camera. From the looks of the movie, they definitely did a lot of research.
Yeah, especially when it was paralleling him on a bike, that thing was moving.
That That's actually one of my favorite scenes. I can actually just close my eyes and just picture it. It just, bam, just incredible. I don't want to spoil too much of it for everybody else, but one of my favorite scenes because that is indicative of what thousands of people have reported. You know, I was running down the trail and this thing was paralleling me, but it was at an angle, it was getting closer and closer and closer. You know,
We've had that happen to us many a times of them paralleling us in the woods.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
oh yeah, yeah.
that's not fun. Being
Well,
circled like that, you know.
it's not. It's definitely not. You know, it's even
Especially,
more nerve wracking when you're walking way down in a valley and you can hear them leapfrogging each other on the ridges, not
it's creepy.
knowing what's closing in the gap behind you.
Hey D, I'll send you the link. That way you can click on it. It's easy. I'll send it to you through Messenger. You can watch it. It's really good.
Yeah. And again, I want to. This is categorized as a horror film, but I mean,
Hey,
just hold that pillow close.
you're welcome, D. I'll send it to you right now. In the matter of speaking,
Central Florida, how you doing?
see Tubi.
Tom Paul Cajun.
Yeah, I can send it to you, Lori. Do I have you on Messenger? Patrick's like, I can't watch it
I can't watch it. Why is that, Patrick?
because he's had something happen to him like that with Sasha. Sasha has.
She's tested him.
Yes, that's what she was doing.
She tested him. Well, that's what it was.
Let me know when you get it, D.
So that is in the works. Hopefully, early March, we will have the writer on the podcast here to talk about that movie. So, in that time, everybody go watch the movie.
I'm sending it to D. All
right, watch it now. Well, not right now, but go watch it after our show.
Let me see, Lori.
Great movie, great movie.
Orange.
And I'm pretty particular about the stuff I put on my playlist, but there's a lot of great movies in there that I put on my playlist. A lot of them are just like comedy, family stuff, portrays them in the light that I would like to see them, but this movie was excellent. Excellent. Oh,
I lived through the chase scene, but she was 12 feet from my left. All right, they got a lot of Lori Bournes here. Go look me up. It's easy. Same thing as what you see on the screen. Go look me up. Let me see.
Craig Crandall, how you doing, buddy? So, in case anybody is wondering where Lewis is tonight, our wonderful moderator John, who's been in the hospital for the last few months, is coming home tomorrow, and Lewis needs to get some things ready for him to come home. So he is diligently working very hard to get all that stuff done before tomorrow to get John back home. And hopefully soon we will have him back kicking butt in the chat.
All right, D.
Isaac. How you doing, Isaac?
What's up, Isaac? I think I found Lori. I hope.
A lot of Lori Barnes, huh?
Yeah. I think it's her because she's friends with a couple of my friends.
There you go.
You have blonde hair?
I'm reading Tom Paul Cajun's question here. It says, SoCal, what do you think about them projecting feelings? I think they can project just about anything they want to project. They can project nothing and just observe you. They can project fear, and they can project memory loss. They can manipulate digital devices. Yes, I did. Well, a lot of you may know that, due to dogs off leash and people finding my trails, I moved the buckets from Fletch's area and Mercy's original area further south, down into the canyon a little more. Unfortunately, the buckets were a big failure, but it did give me a lot of information because I now know where Big Feller stays. And I just happened to put the buckets just on the other side of Big Feller's area. And for those who may not know who Big Feller is, well, he's head of the clan. And Mercy and Fletch just refuse to go through his area, or Big Feller is not allowing them to go through his area to get to the buckets. So I moved the buckets back to their areas yesterday and just put them further back, deeper in the bushes. And hopefully they'll start getting their treats again. But yes, I definitely think they can project stuff. Even Fletch, he can do it. The time when Lewis came up to go do the cave with me, we broke. I broke, normalcy for them, and we got out there at the right time. But we wanted to go do the cave, so we passed right by their area and went to the cave. And I actually sent Lewis 2 screenshots. I sent him one screenshot of him sitting there fiddling with his camera in front of the cave. And I pointed out this is the trail we took in because we were literally had to climb on top of bushes the last 35, 40 feet. And you could see where we mashed down all the bushes. And then I sent him another screenshot from about 30 seconds later of Big Feller and Mercy peeking their heads up over a couple bushes, not even 8 feet from where we had trampled down the bushes from where we went in. And the response I got from him was, "Oh, hell no." That was what I got after. I just sent him those 2 pictures. And I got, "Oh, hell no." I said, "Yeah, they follow me around. I told you, you know." So Mercy is red. She's very red and she's very fluffy. She almost looks groomed, very puffy. The best I can explain it, and I no disrespect to this person, but if you look at Todd Standing's Jane photo, that's what she looks like, only her fur is red. I mean, red like me. I mean, like she could be my sister. So, but she's about 7 feet. She's a little under 7 feet tall. A little under 7 feet. Fletch is about 8.5 feet. Big Feller is about 8 feet tall. but he's almost 4 feet wide at the shoulders. He's massive. So I call him Big Feller, you know? So I've seen them all together at the same time. Unfortunately, some of the best things that happen is when the camera's not on. So they know what cameras are, they know what they do, and sometimes they will throw you a bone and let you catch one on video, you know. But it's everything is definitely it's their choice. They control the situation, 100%. Yeah, Ken M's got the screenshot of Fletch.
Who did I find? Who was that? That was Big Feller that I found in the tree?
Yeah. I've gotten some half in and half out kind of pictures of Mercy. Nothing real definitive, but I've gotten pretty definitive screenshots of Fletch and Big Feller. And I used to call Fletch Devil Boy because I've seen him so clear. His face is very chiseled. It's very thin. It almost looks like a cartoon devil. And actually, Bama Bigfoot, me and her were talking one night, and I was like, you know what? I hate to call him that because it doesn't fit his personality. I want the name to fit his personality. Devil Boy ain't right. He's very intimidating looking, but he just chills. And I said, why don't you give him a name? And she got back to me the next day, Fletch. So I'm a Bigfoot named Fletch. And Lady in the Woods, what do you mean? How does what feel?
Awesome, typical. He said he went out to record today. Did you get anything?
Typical. I will tell you this. The best thing to do is just to go out and just videotape. Just make sure you've got your ears on. Just videotape. Just go for a walk and just videotape. If you hear a sound, just don't turn your head. Just turn the camera to your side. Because it's usually when a person turns their head that they will duck or squat or hide behind something. Just go out and do your video. Just go for a walk. Come back and review that video. That's where you find them. You may not see them with your eyes at the time, but that camera picks things up a lot faster. Being out there with them. You know what? When Bronzini Bigfoot sent me that screenshot of Big Feller in the tree after Fletch had growled at me, I had found Fletch in that same video. He growled at me. I was about 3 feet from him. He growled at me. It rattled my insides, and I just went boing. About 8 feet over, I was like a jackrabbit, boing, just up and over. Little did I know that Big Feller was in the trees right there, and I just jumped closer to him. But in that video, I saw him. I found him stand up in the back, and he was watching me, and I did a growl impression, and he ducked below the bushes and slowly came back up. Well, my buddy Parkway, he took that video and he spent about a week on it, and he actually tracked Fletch from where he growled at me to where he stood up. And there's one point to where he was exposed, and he just curled up with his back to me, and he looked like a bush. But you could clearly tell he wasn't a bush. So Bronzini, I sent that to Bronzini, and Bronzini came back and said, well, what about this one? This was on your other side. And my heart stopped because the picture is so clear. Absolutely incredible. But I'll tell you what, the next weekend I went back to that spot, my heart pounding out of my chest the entire time because now I had visual proof that they're in there. I have no idea where they are at that time. I knew where Big Feller was, well, because I peeked underneath one of those bushes and saw him blink at me. That is also on in my channel somewhere. Um, but now I just know they're there. I don't know where they are at any time. I know they're not far. They're probably watching me. I just accept this stuff. Um, it's gotten a lot easier. Uh, when I hear the bushes rattling and stuff like that, I'm going, it's just one of them trying to get a rise out of me. It's almost like just going to see good friends now. You know, it's gone from research to I'm just going to see my buddies. You know what I mean? Um, the first time I heard Fletch walk up to the back of those bushes and walk around, also on my channel, you can clearly hear the footsteps in the leaves several times. Uh, that rattled me a little bit. I questioned going back to his bucket, and I then questioned myself again. That's what he wants. That's why he's here. He's watching me, waiting for me to put his goodies in his bucket. That's where he wants me to go. And I went. And now I whistle once, gets his attention. I whistle again. It confirms to him. And he comes walking up, and you can hear him walking around back there. Um, it doesn't bother me anymore. You just get used to it. Um, of course, you know, if I had big feller charging me, breaking all the branches, and I can hear it coming closer and closer and closer, I might move back a little bit. I'm not going to run, but I may take a few steps back. You know what I mean? So I hope that answers your question. It's gotten easier over time. Um, just you just got to keep going out there and just get to know them. They all have very unique and distinct personalities. I don't know about that, Max, but you know, like I said, you know, it's gone from the research thing and measuring stuff and looking at all this stuff to just going out to hang out with my friends. And I think honestly, that's the best place, the best way to approach it. You know,
You know, that's just like anything with Sasquatch. You know, people are interested in a lot of things about them. What are they? Where they come from? How long they've been here? You know, what they seen? What they did not see? You know, people are interested in a lot of things about them. You know.
you're right. You're right, and that whole paranormal aspect of Sasquatch is getting more and more widely talked about. When I started my adventures, when I started going out into the field, I quickly realized there's something definitely more to them.
Yeah.
Absolutely something definitely more to them. And then I met Ken and Rachel. You know what I mean? And I mean, now we get to do this. And you
Listen
know, I
to
mean,
everybody.
yeah, you know, I mean, if you want to learn a lot about what they are, where they come from, how long they've been here, just go to the channel Into the Veil. It's all been covered. Just start at the bottom of the list, work your way up, and I'll tell you what, and it's confirmed to me what my thoughts were. You know, back in the day, I used to say they are not the hybrids of us. We are hybrids of them, and we are. They don't come from us. We come from them. You know, they're okay. I'm not trying to offend anybody or your beliefs or anything, but they are a very, very, very ancient race of human
People.
people. They're people. They want to be treated like people. They are not animals. They want to be treated like people. They want to be respected. They have a big, big knowledge of respect, not only for them, but for their living room, in their bedrooms, in their world. Um, it's just there's a lot to this world that we don't understand or is being kept from us. That could very well be. Could very well be, but I know they've been here hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years. Um, and think about it. Okay, we got the evolutionary tree of humans. Okay, goes up and we branch off. We get Neanderthal and Homo floresiensis and all kinds of these
Branches.
branches. Now, why isn't it possible that one of those branches before Homo sapien survived? Why can't that happen? You know, look at the coelacanth. The coelacanth has been extinct for over 1 million years, and they're finding whole communities of them off of South Africa. You know what I mean? Alligators, great white sharks, they've been around for millions of years also. Crocodiles, the only thing that's changed with them is the size, and that's due to oxygen levels. When you don't have all the pollution and don't have all the people, don't have all the concrete and all the BS. If it were the way it was in the days of the dinosaur, oxygen levels would have been through the roof, and it is a natural fact that when you have high oxygen levels, you get bigger animals. So they are just a human, a normal. They're just people. They're just people, and obviously they've seen what modern human us have done to nature and their home. We tear down all the trees, we put in concrete and steel and buildings and pollute the air and do all that stuff, and it's like that was somebody's house at one point, you know. So it's sad, we've discussed it before that humans manipulate the environment to suit them, whereas the Sasquatch change themselves with the environment is not to hurt the environment. So they have very little carbon footprint, I guess, as you call it. You know what I mean, on this earth. And it is what it is. There's my wife. Hi, honey.
She's on her lunch break.
She's home. She's done for the day.
Oh, that's good. She's
Yeah.
relaxing.
Yeah, she's Sawdust Beast. How you doing?
Yeah, Mogs is here.
Mogion Monster.
Mogs.
Yep. Yeah, Mogs is gonna have to get out in them woods.
He will.
Get out in them woods and go find that monster. Don't call him a monster though. I don't like that.
Nope. Sasquatch. See Tonga. It's a soft
a lot like that Progressive commercial. What'd you call me? My name
My
is
name
Daryl.
Daryl. My
Daryl.
name
They,
is
they
Daryl.
have names. They have names. You know?
My
They,
name is C Tonga.
they absolutely have names. And they're not names that we've given them. They're names that, well,
They
they were named just like we name our kids. So they're just the people. They're just,
well.
I envy them. I envy them for
Look what your wife said. Sorry to put your wife on the spot, but that's hilarious.
funny. Yeah. We'll have to talk about that.
It's not no pea soup. It's no pea soup. No piso means no harm. Not no pea soup.
Pea soup.
No, it's no pea soup.
No.
Soup.
Pea
No pea
soup.
soup. No pea soup.
Yeah.
Not pea soup. You must be thinking about food.
Food.
Yum. We in the crawfish season now.
Oh boy.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Big deal down there in Louisiana.
Oh yeah, the sea cockroaches. Napisu. That's right. Lady in the Woods said Napisu. No harm. Nahalio. Like you say, Okihana. She goes, Okihana. I say Oseo. Oseo.
Oseo.
Oseo.
Yep.
That's how you I say Oseo. Oseo. Steima. Susuklu. Sukalu. Yeah, me too. I love me some crawfish too. Look at your wife says she goes crawdads.
Crawdads. Yeah.
Yep. Love me some crawfish. Yep. We also got we didn't have Mardi Gras this year, but we had king cakes. Ooh, those are good.
Hey, I'm not a big seafood.
No, king cake.
person.
King cake is dough. They take dough and they put sugar on top of it. It's been a tradition here.
Oh.
Ew, gross.
What?
Bigfoot, Michigan Rob, frog legs, Cajun style. Yuck. Oh, Jamie's like, what are those? I'm about to show you a picture of one. Hold on. A king cake is, like I said, it's like dough. It's like bread, and they put the Mardi Gras colors: purple, green, and yellow. That's the symbols of the colors down here, and that's the sugar that it does. Let me see if I can find a picture. They used to have this bakery called Mackenzie's down here, and oh gosh, they went out of business. But another place took their king cakes and they sell them, and they're like $17 for the king cake. I'm about to show you a picture of one. Hold on.
Jamie's. My wife says I want to try the donuts. I don't know, man. I couldn't do the frog legs. I couldn't do the frog legs because
That's a king cake. You see it?
yeah, I couldn't do the frog legs, man. I've had too many frogs as pets.
See how it's got the purple? It's got the purple, green, and yellow. It's cake. You see Mackenzie's?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they put a plastic baby. You can see the baby on top of the bag right there. They used to put it inside the king cake, but people were choking on them. So they take them out and you hide it in one of a piece, you know? She's like, oh, yes, please. Stop talking about seafood, making me want to go to the fridge. Yeah, no, huh?
No, I'd like me some good venison. Some venison chili, that'd be good.
Crawfish flavored donuts, that's gross.
No, no, no. Those two words should not be in the same sentence with each other.
Oh, you cooked some jambalaya, Pat, and red beans and rice yesterday and brought up 2 king cakes. Ah, yum. Turtle sauce pecan. That's good. I've tried that. Hi, Big Rob. I remember them when I lived down there. Ah, you remember them? Yep. It's fire. When you live here in Louisiana, I'm not trying to be crucial to anybody, but you eat the food here, guess what? You get fat. Fat is hell. No lie.
Good
I
food will
mean,
do that to you.
yeah, as much as I can't eat that much anymore, but I lost so much weight since I had my stroke. So
I heard that some of the best food down there is actually out the street vendors.
the green king cake. Oh yeah, we got Christmas king cakes from Haydell's Bakery. You can look online. They you can actually order them and they'll send them to you. It's a Haydell's or what is that one that oh gosh, I had a brain fart. Um, it's very expensive. These are very expensive king cakes.
Wade's on here says, never trust a skinny cook.
Well, who eats sardine sandwiches? That's nasty.
You know what? My friend actually does.
Yeah.
He lives in Reno now. He would take a couple pieces of white bread, slap some mayo on one side, some mustard on the other, a bunch of sardines in the middle, and I'd be gagging the whole time.
Ugh,
I
I
would
would
be
be
gagging the
too.
whole. No way, dude! It's so good, so salty. And I'd have to go outside while he eats the sandwich. I just wasn't having it.
Look what lady says. Excuse me. Exactly. Marla, it's Randazzo's, not Mandazzo's. Randazzo's. R-A-N. That's it. Randazzo. Randazzo.
Wade's referring to Junior.
Arkansas eats sardine
Yeah.
sandwiches. Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, well, you know, yeah, I don't know if y'all saw that one video Ken did of the Sasquatch gourmet, where he made that big sandwich with the jalapenos and all the spicy stuff in it,
No.
sardines and all that stuff. That burned poor Big Jim's lips. One of the big, huge, that was actually Anku's brother, Big Jim, just didn't like it. It burned his lips, poor guy. Junior ate it, no problem. Junior ate it, no problem. But Big Jim wasn't having it.
Oh, Jamie, I'm knocking sardines. There's no way I'm gonna put something stinky in my mouth. Not like that. No way.
I'm with you there.
No way.
I'm with you there.
No, we don't eat prairie oysters. No, Rocky Mountain oysters. No way.
No. I'll keep that. I will keep those out of my mouth for sure.
Oh my gosh. See, I don't like oysters. Yuck. That's like eating snot. Ew.
The only thing I really like is deep fried shrimp. That's about it. That's maybe fish taco if it's made with some good fish. But that's got to be deep fried too. Anything deep fried, I'm okay with.
I know, huh? I eat crawfish. I eat crabs. I eat shrimp. Fish.
Rather eat the crabs than have the crabs, right?
Yeah, blue crabs. I eat the claws. I don't peel. I don't know how people can peel them things apart. Them things don't have much meat in them except in the claws.
Yeah, wife's on here says we had a neighbor who was Swedish. I mean, like from Sweden, grew up in Sweden, and I think it was gefilte fish. where they would put the fish in a jar, bury it in the ground for 6 months, and let it ferment.
Ew.
Then they take it out and eat it like sushi. Oh man,
My water isn't cold enough. Yeah, it is
yeah,
cold.
thinking about it. Thanks for bringing that up, honey. Appreciate that. I'm gonna gag thinking about that.
Yuck. Anything that smells like feet or a behind, I won't eat it. Sorry. You can have it. I don't care if you eat it all the time. More power to you. It's not me. It's not for what I like. I don't like it. Sorry.
Right, right.
Oi.
You know,
Mogion said oi. Oi.
it's kind of like that wonderful gift of some poor woodland critters' intestines that Fletch tried to give me. You know,
Said, no, it was paste, Kev.
I don't know. It was probably ground up gefilte fish. I don't know, but yeah, they've got some weird.
Mm-mm.
No, not doing it. No.
Do people eat? Yeah, they eat pickled eggs. They eat pickled cow's tongue down here.
Yeah, we got hog's feet in the
We
grocery
got
stores.
pickled. Yeah, we got that
We got
too.
we got tongue.
We got cracklings and chitlins, fried
We
skin,
got
pork skin,
menudo.
menudo. That sounds like the old band from the 80s.
Well, it was a band from the 80s. But I think it's a Mexican delicacy. I believe it's cow brain,
Ew. No.
and they like to eat it on a Sunday morning to cure their hangover. I'm not having it. No way. No freaking way.
Yeah, Patrick said black and gator. That's good. You got to have the gator cook right, though. That's some good
I
shit.
love gator. I
Yep.
love gator, man. Whenever we go to Northern Idaho, my father-in-law's place, there's a place up there called the Boar's Nest, and we go there, and they've got deep fried gator bites. And man, let me tell you, I know now why they hunt them. I know now why they hunt them. They are
Shoot
good.
him, Elizabeth. Shoot him.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I'll eat deer, rabbit, dove, squirrel.
Moose.
No, I never had moose before. Or elk, I never had that.
Moose is like top of the top. Like my wife and stuff, when we first got together, we used to eat steak all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then she brought me home a bison steak one time. And I won't even eat a normal steak now. Bison was just so much better. So
Ew.
much better just across the board. And
That's good.
I can't eat turtle soup, man.
No.
I have a turtle.
Oh, wait, hold on. Rattlesnake, no.
I hear rattlesnake is actually really good. And
Chicken feet, no.
if I find one out in my area big enough,
Here she goes. Mufaladas, po' boys, red beans, and rice shrimp fries, and Long Island iced tea. Yep. That's the food. Mufalada. You ever heard of
you know what's
mufalada?
funny? You know what's funny is every time a lady in the woods live streams, it always ended up on the topic of food.
Mm-hmm. Pizza cookies. I got chocolate chip cookies here.
My daughter made some chocolate chip peanut butter cookies the other day. Pretty good.
Yum. Now you hungry, Mogion? I'm sorry. Yeah, you did. It was your fault, lady.
How you doing, Duke?
Oh, there he is. The Duke Meister. I know. Oh, never mind. My bad. Thought he's talking to me. Hey, I'm about to give me a chocolate chip cookie. Watch this.
Uh-oh. She's going to go rubbing it on our faces. She's going to eat on camera.
Yummy.
Eat on camera, and everyone's going to have to go to the fridge. She's going to create a chain reaction. Watch. Yeah, I got to agree with my wife there. No bunnies, no squirrel, no possum, no turtles. Oh, we have all of those as pets pretty much. So, and there she is, rubbing it in everyone's faces. Give her hell, everyone. See, there she goes. There she goes. All right. I hope you brought enough for the whole class.
I could split it up into pieces.
Who split it up into little morsels and then mail it out. All right, everybody. If you want a piece of that chocolate chip cookie Christy's got, make sure you send her your address so she can mail you some. Chocolate chip cookie crumbs through the mail. Here you go, as part of your cookie. Here's your share of the cookie.
Where's the milk? I can't drink milk.
Where's the milk?
I can't drink milk.
I can't drink regular milk. I have to get that lactose-free stuff. And I can drink chocolate milk all day long with regular milk, but straight regular milk, it's probably best for everybody not to create the chemical warfare.
What, coffee?
I'm fine with coffee. I use the creamer. I'm fine with that. You know,
just good weather here. It's 62 degrees, so it's not freezing. You all right, Dad?
Yeah.
You getting the water?
Yeah, I gotta take my medicine.
Yeah, take your medicine. Look, the lady says coffee. I know.
It's 63 here. Actually, 63 degrees right now. Interesting. Yeah. It's actually pretty warm.
What? 28 degrees.
That's all I heard.
I said 28 degrees, but Pam, no way.
Oh. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that cold front, man. That really jacked up Texas.
Ooh, Donna, I'm sorry for you, baby. 7 degrees? No way.
Down northern Idaho, we went to Spokane. It was like 9 degrees there, 8 or 9 degrees last time we were there. Wasn't that bad.
I guess.
Wasn't that bad.
Sorry, calling Patrick a
cold, but
you know, back on the subject with Sasquatch, not food anymore.
And I think it transferred into. It went from what Sasquatch food to what we eat. It just kind of slowly transitioned into that. So
yeah. But as far as, like I said, like when you go out there and you know that they're there, like Patrick says, you know that they know, and when you know that they know that you know.
Right. When everyone's in acceptance that this guy knows and this guy knows that we know, and yeah, when everyone knows, it's it gets interesting.
Yep, and especially with other stuff that's out there that's floating around.
Yeah, yeah, that is for sure. So
You
that
know,
is for sure.
the question was asked, well, how do you know there's other things out there? Well, let's put it this way. I don't want to be the one to find out about the other things, but there's too many people that encountered them, you know?
That's right. That is right.
And I forewarn people about certain things, and Patrick can testify to that. Patrick and Bigfoot Michigan Rob is two of them. You know, like a certain area, I'll be like, don't go.
You know,
I
it's
know, Duke, you did.
a long time ago and stuff when I realized that there's something more to them. Um, I quickly realized. Well, part of that realization is that they don't go. They don't judge us by what we do and our movements and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They judge us by what we're feeling, and that's it's something they can pick up on is our intent and our feelings. And actually, there was I heard a story a long time ago where somebody actually did a documentary on this family of 60 years of four different generations of hunters who were born in the woods, lived in the woods, never set foot in the city, knew nothing but woods. Um, they did a lot of scientific research and experiments and came to the realization that when a person walks, they leave behind this tiny microscopic dust particles, and within those dust particles is our intent and what we're doing at that time. I'm taking out the trash. I gotta go take the trash out. I gotta, or sneaking around the woods. Okay, I'm gonna sneak up on this Bigfoot, get a picture of him. No, they can pick up on that. You know, they can pick up on that.
They can feel your intention. That's what we tell the people. They
Yeah,
can just feel
yeah,
your
yeah.
intention.
They're very very uh, feel based. Your we call it our gut instinct. Same thing, same principle. You got to go on your gut instinct, and any hunter will tell you. And I'm sure there's quite a few in this chat right now. You go into the woods, it don't feel right. You get out.
Yep.
Was that if it don't feel right that day, you leave. That's it. You know, because they're using that instinct, they're using that feeling. They're picking up on the vibe around them. You know what I mean? That's exactly what Bigfoot do. Only they're able to do it much better than we can because they haven't been corrupted with the technology and cell phones and TV and whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, by the way, Duke, thank you for recommending that movie. That was creepy, by the way. Thank you. Abominable. That was the creepiest movie ever.
my wife's got a good one.
Here we go.
We could have said, what do you think Sasquatch's favorite food is? Or what would you make a Sasquatch if he or she came for dinner at your house? Well,
Wild boar.
you know what? I I couldn't tell you. If we were to have Big Feller, Fletch, or Mercy over, I think there would be a lot of vegetables involved. Um, I think those three are a vegetation based diet, except maybe Fletch. I think Fletch is the one that got that bird in that area. I think Fletch is the one that put the intestines across the branches. Uh, so I would have to make Fletch a burger. And I think Big Fella and Mercy would probably get a salad. Again, they're people. They have different tastes. They have different preferences, but they do like marshmallows. I know that. They like marshmallows.
That's like gators down here. They feed them with marshmallows when they take you out on an air ride on an airboat.
Yeah.
They'll feed or the tour boat in the swamp. The guy
Pull the
usually
marshmallow
feeds
on
them.
a hook and get them to come up.
Hmm.
That's
I had
great.
a friend who had a pet alligator. His mouth was crooked. He called him Filet. He says, "Stick your hand in the cage. He won't bite you." I stuck my hand in the cage and I pet him. He hissed at me. I was like, "Oh, shut up."
I was like when me and Lewis went to the cave, and I remember looking at the cave from the road and going, What? There's a little hole off to the side." And when we were there, I remembered, "Oh yeah, I want to go look at that." I go peeking into this dark hole, and I hear, and I get this flash in my face of just a snake mouth coming out at me.
Uh-uh.
I backed up and charged through the bushes. I mean, Lewis was going, "What the hell's going on? What are you doing? Dude, that bush just exploded, man." Like you saw, like you were being chased by a Bigfoot or something. I think there's a snake in the hole, dude. There's a snake. And turned out it was 3 barn owls. So the mother teaches the barn owls to hiss like a snake because
Yeah,
they're predators and it wards off the other. If they hiss
bird.
like a snake, yeah, it wards off other predators. Pretty interesting. But it was 3 baby barn owls, and it's crazy too because the biggest one was in the front, the next smallest one was behind it, and the smallest one was behind all of them. So pretty cool. We got that's also on my channel, somewhere. Oh,
Duke is funny, but there's one way to sort of stop a rake: hit him with a shovel.
yeah, right, right. Yep, hit him with a shovel. That's right.
Yeah, they're creepy looking. I
I've
think
seen
I
some.
think the Sasquatch would tear them apart if they came around the Sasquatch.
I think a lot of things when Sasquatch comes around, a lot of things actually will leave the area for sure.
Hmm.
Absolutely, they are. I mean, we call the lion king of the jungle. Uh, Sasquatch are just king of the woods. King of the woods. Don't matter where you are, they're king of the woods. Whether it be in whatever, they're Rang Pengdek or whatever, it doesn't matter. They're gonna rule that. They're gonna
Hmm.
control everything, They're gonna make sure everything stays in balance.
Yeah.
So
Back in the day, there was the goat man.
yeah, I've heard stories of the goat man for
What
sure.
about Bat Squatch? You ever heard about that thing? A freaking
I've
Sasquatch
heard of
with
bat
wings.
squatch, I've heard of goat squatch, I've heard of bear squatch, I've heard of barilla, you know,
Barilla.
barilla. Um,
I've heard of Wifezilla.
yeah,
Bridezilla.
I think barilla is a Alabama myth, folklore. I mean, people today still claim to see this bear-looking thing walking around on 2 feet. So, a lot like the I think the Louisiana, Rougarou is a
Oh,
spiritual thing. You know what I mean? Where it can go from a person to a dog to a gator. You know what I mean?
go ahead. That's right. I forgot Duke was telling me about that.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. But I guess in Alabama, they just call it the barilla.
You can have that thing. I don't want that thing around me.
Um,
Now after seeing that movie, Abominable.
I'll pass.
Yeah. Duke's like, hey. He says, you want to watch a good movie? Watch Abominable. That's
But
creepy.
that Wade, that
Yeah, I
movie is
seen that movie. That
actually
was okay.
in my playlist. That's a good one for the whole supernatural side of them. You know what I mean? That's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah, I know, Janasqua.
Um,
Dude, that was creepy. That thing was watching that woman take a shower and it ripped her out of the the bathroom window. And at the end, the guy was standing there and hits it in the back with a hatchet and it opens its mouth and goes, ah, and he chewed off the guy's face. No way. And Duke says, watch the ending of the movie when the cops were out in the woods and they were looking. They saw the station wagon where the guy had ran over that smashed the Squatch in between the car and the thing and pushed the hatchet through it. They walking and all of a sudden all these eye shines start coming out.
that's right. That's right.
Oh, Patrick, you're disgusting.
One thing I can guarantee you is if you're out walking around in the woods and you have a physical sighting of one of these Sasquatch people, don't for 1 second think that one is by itself. It,
Mm-hmm.
it's got one on either side of you watching the whole time. So,
Bye, Butch. Stay blessed.
see you later, Butch. Glad you can make it, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of these movies are just. I started watching another one, but I'm gonna finish it tonight before I go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of irritates me and stuff. And it's like when you just do like a general search on YouTube, some Bigfoot movies, Bigfoot related movies.
Bye, D. Stay safe.
90,
Much
and
love.
90% of them are related category horror film. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, they make them look evil, and all of them don't have evil intent. It's like I said, somebody's got to do something to piss them off and make them do what they do out in the woods.
That's
You know,
right.
you've got to
That's
cross
what
the
I'm
line
thinking.
somewhere. You can't say I'm just walking in the woods and a Sasquatch came up and scared me out of the woods. You had to do something. You had to be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and also it just depends on the type. A type 3 is going to be naturally more aggressive than
Mm-hmm.
type 1. A type 2 can go either way. It depends on how you react to what they're doing. They're testing you. So, you know, it all depends. You know, I won't go back to fawn skin. Those were, I would say those were type 2, and it could go either way. And I think because of the things I did while I was out there, which is why I walked out. You know, I gave them the high ground. I gave them where they want to be comfortable. I walked down into the valleys. The only thing that really pissed them off was that camera, putting that camera out there. And well, I learned my lesson on that because I never got that camera back. So
Oh well, you win some, you lose some. It's either you understand. Look, you're not welcome here. You
and
know.
yeah, I understand. I
Yeah.
absolutely understand. It only took me a weekend to figure that one out.
It would be called As the Foot Turns.
That's right. That's right. The Bigfoot soap opera as the foot turns.
As the Foot Turns. You're welcome, Duke. Another good story that some people had never heard of, Kevin with Glag. Go watch it on Duke's show, World Bigfoot Radio.
That's
That's a
right.
good that's a
The
good
Glag
story.
saga. The Glag saga. Uh, man, I wish Kevin was around. I really do because he's in my eyes he's a national treasure. Absolutely a
Yeah.
national treasure. You know.
Amongst some
Um,
other people.
and I'm very happy that he had this wonderful group of people to come help him go see Glag and his family one last time before he passed away. Um, I mean, I can only imagine what was going through Kevin's head when he sees 14-foot Glag walk out, you know, with his little, Squatch mama and all the little babies, you know. I can only imagine. I mean, I'm sure tears were shed, you know,
Probably so.
for sure. And to everyone that helped Kevin on that trip, thank you. Absolutely, thank you.
Duke, you're doing a good thing by doing what you're doing, telling his story.
Yeah, that's
You
right. So
keep you keep
let's
that up. You keep that up. Don't let the story die. And
no.
that can be passed on to several people, future generations from now.
And
Keep the story alive.
Glag was a people person. Glag is a people person. He's helped other
Yes.
people.
Yes.
He helped that lady who got bucked off her horse and broke her leg. You know, Glag is so maybe if someone's feeling inclined to do so, go back to the area and see if anybody else has been helped by the wonderful Glag. Get their story. Let's keep that story going.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, Duke. I'm sure Duke can verify this. Is that Glag knew where Kevin was.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as Kevin got to a certain distance from that area, Glag knew exactly where he was. You know what I mean? Because they had that relationship, they had that bond, they had, and again, going back to they're very, very intelligent. They know how to use what they, can use at their disposal. And they're just magnificent people. Magnificent people. So typical, watch this, he's starting to cry.
Yeah, look, Tom Paul's got a question. Do y'all think they are getting more comfortable with people approaching? Well, it could have two sides to the story. It depends on if the Sasquatch wants to interact with that person or not, because they pick out specific people that they want to interact with. They're very they it's called trust. They have to trust you.
You got to earn that trust.
You got to earn that trust. Yeah, exactly.
And also, it also depends what kind of trauma or what that particular Sasquatch has gone through in the past with people. I've got both. I've got both ends of it. I've got Fletch and Mercy who haven't had any problems with people in their lives. They're fairly young. I think they're 12 and 14. Whereas Big Feller, clan leader, is like 40. And I think somewhere during his years, he's had a run-in with possible someone shooting at him. He may have taken a bullet somewhere. I don't know, but he's very resistant to the interaction.
Oh, I like when Duke told me this story. That's right.
That's right. That is right. You know what would be cool? If there's anybody out there that can draw comic books to do the Adventures of Glag, the Sasquatch comic book, and literally illustrate from when Kevin and Glag met and everything, and that would be like episode one. That would be edition one, you know, and then just do the whole story. And then once you get through the whole Glag saga in a comic book, then he can just kind of branch off and create, you know, what he's up to now. You know, teaching his kids that not all people are bad, but we have to help them. You know, when they need help, and passing on that whole mindset that Glag has.
Glag foo.
Glag foo. I think that would be a great idea, is to do a comic book on Glag, and I think Duke has got. I think Duke can probably pull that off. I think he knows someone. Absolutely think he knows someone that can pull off a comic book. The Adventures of Glag and Kevin. You know, that would be cool. I'd buy that comic book, and I'm not into comic books.
Yeah, Riley, Sasquatch is real. That is true. Sasquatch is real. Edor.
My wife has got it. She's got it. You know,
Yep, exactly.
She was a skeptic in the beginning, and
get him, Pat.
Now, I mean, she's been in places where she's found some very odd stuff that can't be explained other than Sasquatch. You know, so.
Riley Hunts Coins wants to know what's your closest encounter if you had one.
Are you asking me?
Well, I don't know. I don't know who this person's asking.
If you're asking me, I could tell you 3 feet. I was 3 feet and probably about 8 feet. So, and I've been anywhere from 3 to 8 feet from them several times.
I'd say the closest that we've been probably maybe 30, 40 yards out.
You know, I mean, I've had my first sighting was on my father-in-law's property in northern Idaho, and that was probably 30 yards. You know,
mine was in Mississippi. Well, actually, no. The first visual sighting was in Arkansas with Pat and Joe and D.
That PZ891. Big feller's a type 1. He's one of the ones we want to deal with.
I know.
Unfortunately, he's had a very rough life, and from the look of his face, you could see it. He's pretty scarred up.
Ooh. Yeah, it's true. Kevin almost walked into one. He walked into Glag a few times. Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, it was just Glag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's got to be. I mean, you walk into Glag's leg, it's got to be like walking into a tree. You know what I
Bam.
mean?
You have something to pop. Look. Oops, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
See you later, Mopar Bill. Stay blessed.
That's right. My wife. One was watching us sleep through the window. Yeah.
Yeah, did she see that one?
She didn't see it and stuff, but she saw the hand streak across the window. She didn't wake up to the tapping. I did, and Monkey did, the dog. And she even noticed that, Monkey insisted on sleeping in between us for the whole rest of the time. And she's like, that's not right. It's not normal. As soon as we got to the hotel on our way home, he was right back in his bed.
Exactly.
Like normal. So he saw it, and Lindsay found him in one of my videos from that trip. Yeah, found him. So that's I think that's also on my channel. I think it's titled "A Little Taste of My Other Channel," Northern Idaho Forest Ninjas. I only put Northern Idaho stuff on there, but it's kind of funny and stuff. I started that channel and I was getting email after email from people going, "Oh, we want to meet with you and we want to know where this area is," and yada 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 yada. I'm going, dude, I don't want to meet with you. You ain't never gonna know where this area is because if you come on this property, the father-in-law's gonna shoot you. There's no trespassing here. And I think those are. I've been growled at there. I think those might be type 2s. Go kind of either way.
Yep.
But the ones I've got here are definitely just type 1 for sure.
Yeah, y'all got patties. We got the southern ones, type 2s. Wood boogers.
Yep, type 2s.
Wood boogers.
But it's certainly been an interesting adventure. I mean, I started my journey from watching the analyzing of the Patty video where you could see like her muscles move, where they slowed it down and really got into it. You could see her muscles rippling and expanding and contracting and stuff like that. And I'm going,
something, what I discovered about that video, and nobody's ever said anything, is like when she turned, you could actually see her breast move.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, PZ981 is asking me something.
What's that?
Is Fletcher related to Anku?
That I don't know, but I think Mercy is a niece. Mercy is a niece of Anku. Oh.
Strange.
You know what I found today is there is a I think it's in British Columbia. There's a small time band called Sasquatch Prom Date.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like a rockabilly kind of band. Actually, pretty good. But I just found that the name was pretty cool. Sasquatch Prom Date. You know. I dropped one off at the school dance once. Yeah, was Sasquatch Prom Date playing at that school dance?
Hmm.
Pretty cool. Well, we're at a
An
hour
hour
and a
and
half,
yeah.
hour 25 minutes. So
Ready to call it?
yeah,
'Cause I'm getting
absolutely.
hungry.
There you go.
My dad made a pork roast with some potatoes and some rice, and I want to go eat.
There you go.
Mm.
There you go. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank
And
everybody.
chit chatting with us about all things Bigfoot and all things food and
Yeah,
movies.
no, Sasquatch
So
pie,
you know,
foot long
and
sandwich.
that's right. So actually, I think you would bring a 6 foot sandwich to a Sasquatch party, right?
I bring a 5-footer.
5 footer,
5-footer.
2 5s.
Yeah, 2 5s. Hey, Pat, call
So,
me later. Thank you, Tom Paul. Sorry, it wasn't an interesting one, but we did what we could, you know. I was trying to get it online, so
technical difficulties. Technical
hey,
difficulties.
whose son's missing? Oh,
David Paulides. Does the missing 411.
hmm.
So I don't Squatchaholic. You'll have to email me about that. I haven't heard of that. So all right, everybody. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and hopefully we'll have a more exciting show for you next week. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're just
Okay.
kind of rolling with it right now.
Yeah, just trying to.
Oh, it's just his son passed away.
Oh,
It's too
sorry.
bad. Yeah, it's too bad. No. Or
Well,
at least he's not another number on that 411.
exactly.
Wouldn't that be ironic? You know? So, all right, everybody.
Much love and blessings to everyone.
Yep.
Stay sweet, stay good, stay kind. Help out people. Smile.
That's right. When you're out in the woods, Sasquatch steps out in front of you, put your hand out and say, "Nice to meet you." Don't scream and run the other way. All right, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Hold on, Kevin.